Hello there, and welcome to The Curious Dreamer. Maybe it's been a long day, or maybe you're simply someone who likes to fall asleep to quiet thoughts and soft discoveries rather than silence. Either way, you've come to the right place. Tonight, we'll wander through silver light and slow shadows, the moon above us, calm and watchful, as it has been for billions of years. You don't have to do anything. Just rest. Let your breathing find its own rhythm while curiosity does the traveling for you. Because this isn't just a bedtime story. It's a small journey into the gentle science of our closest companion, the moon. A world that shapes our tides, lights our nights, and keeps silent record of everything Earth has ever been. If these quiet explorations bring you peace, you might consider joining us again. Every night has its own mystery waiting to be uncovered. Now, let's begin. The story begins in the cradle of our solar system, a time when all was chaos. Picture a landscape of fiery turmoil where the young Earth was still molding itself into the vibrant planet we know today. Hot gases and solid rock danced wildly in the vacuum of space, and in the midst of this cosmic ballet, something momentous was about to unfold. A colossal object, often likened to the size of Mars, collided with the nascent Earth. This wasn't just an event, it was a cataclysm. As the two bodies collided with a force that's hard to fathom, the impact sent shockwaves rippling through the early planet, causing the very ground to tremble and rupture. It was chaos incarnate, a celestial storm in which both worlds were forever changed. As debris erupted into the cosmos, our planet became a canvas for creation. Fragments of molten rock and metal spun into orbit, caught in the gravitational embrace of Earth. Imagine, if you can, this glowing shrapnel swirling in an ecstatic dance in the night sky, a chaotic whirlwind of fire and dust. Over the millennia, this molten debris began to cool, solidifying into a form that would eventually define nightfall for generations to come. As the chaos settled, these remnants began to coalesce under their own gravity, drawing closer, embracing the remnants of their own tumultuous origins. Gradually, they took shape, molding themselves into a sphere, though rugged and incomplete, glistening with the remnants of their fiery beginnings, basking in the sunlight. This young moon, born from destruction, had a strange beauty, representing both an ending and a beginning. As millions of years passed, the surface of this new companion began to adjust, heating up and cooling down in cycles, forming the landscapes we can see today: vast plains, rugged mountains, and pockmarked craters. Each impact and subsequent weathering etched stories of eternity upon its surface, whispering secrets to the earth below that would be lost to time. With every cycle of sunlight and shadow, this celestial body transformed. Think of the moment you gaze up at a full moon on a clear night, the way it illuminates the darkened waters, turning restless tides into calm reflections. This glowing sphere, once a hot mass of debris and chaos, now serves as a steadfast companion, casting silver light over oceans that rhythmically lap the shore. The moon influences our very lives, from the high tides that ebb and flow, echoing the moon's own presence, to the soft glow that guides our journey across darkened nights. It sidles up beside us in the quiet moments of life, a companion born from chaos that offers stability as we gaze at the stars scattered across the velvet sky. In many ways, it mirrors our own existence. Just like the moon, We are often shaped by our early encounters, by moments of chaos and creation. From our own turbulent experiences, we too emerge, evolving into something beautifully complex. And just as the moon navigates through its phases, we handle changes and transformations in our lives, learning to adapt and shine in whatever light we find. Through the ages, this companion of ours has witnessed every moment of human history, our joy and sorrow, our triumphs and challenges. It silently observes our timeless quest for connection and understanding. In its stillness, the moon reminds us to embrace both the chaos of life and the beauty that can arise from it. So, as we turn our gaze upward, let's take a moment to acknowledge this celestial body, a lasting testament to endurance, and a beautiful reminder that sometimes, from the fiercest chaos, something truly remarkable can emerge. A companion that, even billions of years later, continues to illuminate our path. In the quiet embrace of night, when the stars offer their twinkling company, one celestial dance captivates our gaze, the eternal relationship between Earth and her steadfast companion, the moon. It's a bond that transcends time, marked not only by distance, but by an intimate gravitational pull that draws us in and connects us in ways we often take for granted. As we begin to explore this profound connection, let us first notice how the moon, throughout the countless nights that have passed, reveals only one face to us. It's as if she's holding a secret, a story written in the ancient light that washes over our planet. This synchronous rotation, the dance of the moon spinning on its axis exactly once for every orbit around Earth, tells us something poetic about familiarity. Like a friend who stands before us day after day, we come to know her highs and lows, her craters and seas, all the while contemplating the depths of her unwavering presence. But what is fascinating is how both Earth and Moon engage in a celestial waltz, orbiting around a shared center of gravity. This center lies not at the core of the Earth, but deep within our planet's grasp, reminding us that while Earth is larger and more dominant, the Moon's influence is profound and undeniable. It creates an axis of balance, a delicate equilibrium that resonates through the very fabric of our world. Imagine for a moment the two bodies locked in their eternal dance, a relationship woven into the cosmos. As they move through the grand tapestry of the universe, they are forever drawing near and pulling away from each other, an exquisite reminder of attraction and distance, interdependence and individuality. It's a choreography that has unfolded for millions of years, an ageless ritual that weaves the story of our night sky. This relationship is reflected most beautifully in the oceans that cradle our planet. The tides, rising and falling like the gentle inhales and exhales of Earth, mirror the deeper rhythm of this cosmic embrace. The moon, with her gravitational pull, orchestrates this tidal symphony, nudging the waters in a cyclical flow. It's as though the Earth is breathing, inhaling deeply as the tides swell and exhaling slowly as they recede. Each movement is a gentle reminder of our interconnectedness, both to our planet and to the universe at large. As we witness the tides at play, sometimes tumultuous and fierce, other times tranquil and serene, we are reminded that we're part of a larger narrative. When we stand on the shore, feeling those waters kiss our feet, we are, in essence, experiencing the heartbeat of our blue planet, pulsing alongside the moon, just as she holds a mirror to our oceans, so too does she reflect our own cycles of life, ebbing and flowing through our joys and sorrows, our movements and stillness. This relationship is imbued with a sense of intimacy, an ancient promise of connection. As the moon drifts through her phases, from waxing crescent to full and back again, she invites us to reflect on our growth, our transformations, and our own cycles. Each phase has its purpose and significance, just as we find ourselves traversing through various stages of life. The full moon, a radiant beacon illuminating the night, can often inspire feelings of awe and wonder, beckoning us to look up and consider our place within this vast universe. In contrast, the new moon offers a time for introspection, a chance to embrace stillness, to recharge and set intentions. Each phase undoubtedly influences our moods, creativity, and even our actions, just as her light softly bathes the world in silver. So, the next time you gaze up at the moon, consider not just her beauty, but the story of this eternal dance shared between two diverse yet complementary bodies. Appreciate the way they move in harmony, a cosmic collaboration that exists beyond our fleeting moments of existence. In this peaceful connection, there lies a reminder for us, an invitation to find balance within our own lives, to breathe in sync with the patterns of nature, much like the tides respond to the moon. Let her gentle glow remind you of the beauty and stability, the wisdom in ebbs and flows, and the sanctity that comes from being an intimate part of a larger cosmic dance. As the moon cycles through its phases, it paints our nights with a soft dance of light and shadow, a gentle reminder of the slow rhythms that govern not just the cosmos, but also our lives. Each lunar stage is a delicate progression, a whisper of celestial beauty that many of us overlook in the hustle of modern existence, trapped in our screens and schedules. Imagine the month beginning with the new moon, a fleeting moment when the moon is shrouded in darkness, hidden from our view. To the untrained eye, it might feel as if nothing is happening, but this invisible phase holds profound significance. It was during this time that early humans paused to reflect, drawing inspiration from the darkness that cloaks the world. They marked this day not on a calendar, but by the rhythms of their surroundings, the rustle of leaves, the coolness in the air, and the stillness that enveloped them under the blanket of night. As the days pass, a silvery sliver of light emerges, the waxing crescent. This delicate crescent offers a glimmer of hope, a potential that begins to unfurl. Picture early ancestors gathering by the fire, sharing stories and dreams, while the moon cast a faint glow, illuminating their shared aspirations. This soft light was a guide, a signal that the world was shifting, urging them to plant seeds, both literally and metaphorically. By observing this subtle transition, they learned to align their lives with the celestial rhythm, fostering an early sense of community that was attuned to the natural ebb and flow of time. As the moon swells to the first quarter, the bright half emerging in the sky becomes a symbol of growth and determination. Here, the moon is striking a balance, much like early humans who balanced their survival with dreams of future abundance. You can almost envision the gathering of tribes, their lives synchronized with the moon's phases, as they tended to their fields and families, forging connections that would last long into the night. The first quarter moon was not just a point in time, it marked the halfway point of their monthly journey, encouraging them to push forward, grounded in faith that the light would continue to grow, leading them towards fuller days. Next arrives the waxing gibbous, a phase where the moon beams with ever-increasing brilliance. It's an opportune moment for reflection on the efforts that have unfolded since the new moon. This time of expansion was valued by early peoples. They recognized that not only nature was thriving, but so too were their efforts. Families would gather to celebrate and give thanks for the bounty that began to manifest, the moon's glow serving as both a witness and a participant in their stories of perseverance. They could feel the energy shift, the anticipation that something beautiful was just around the corner. Finally, the full moon arrives, illuminating the night with its ethereal glow. It is the culmination of the lunar cycle, a beacon of light that demands attention and reverence. In ancient times, the full moon was celebrated with rituals and gatherings, a time of feasting and community. The world under the moonlight became a realm of possibility, where dreams floated like silver beams through the night sky. It was during this time that people found a deeper connection to the universe, recognizing themselves as part of a greater whole, a realization that life is a cycle, and every end is but a new beginning, waiting in the shadows. As the full moon wanes back into the quietude of the waning gibbous, third quarter, and while waning crescent, the transition back into darkness serves as a calming reminder that stillness can be powerful too. Early humans welcomed this period as time for reflection, to absorb the lessons gathered in the bright light of the full moon. It was a natural ebb, a moment to internalize what had transpired before, once again surrendering to the serene acceptance that all things, including brightness, must retreat into shadow for renewal to take place. The unhurried passage of the moon shows us that life, too, has its cycles, a journey of constant ebbing and flowing. This day-by-day evolution may seem small, but like the moon, it holds immense power to guide, ground, and teach us. Day by day, week by week, each phase was an opportunity to reconnect with the earth, to mark not just the passage of time, but to recognize our place within it, reminding us that even in our modern world, we can find peace and purpose in the celestial cycles above. So, the next time you glance at the night sky, take a moment to breathe and soak in the subtle changes. Feel the pull of the moon, its ability to influence tides and lives alike. Let it remind you of the slow, predictable rhythm that continues to thrive, a rhythm that connects us all. Embrace it, don't rush through it, and remember, a month in slow motion doesn't just tell us the time, it narrates an age-old story of existence. As we traverse the surface of the moon, it's hard to fathom the profound stillness that envelops this celestial body. The first thing that strikes you upon arrival is the muted palette of gray that stretches endlessly before you. It's not just a surface, it's a canvas shaped by cosmic history, where each shade tells a story of ancient collisions and unending silence. Picture yourself standing on these gray plains, which form an expanse so vast that it seems to merge with the horizon. The ground beneath your feet is rugged and variable, yet there's a certain stark beauty to it. Tiny grains of moon dust cling to your boots, reminders of the countless eons this surface has endured. As you walk, your footfalls leave sharp imprints, a fleeting mark on this ageless terrain. Ahead, vast lunar basins emerge, enormous craters carved by the relentless hammering of meteors. Each of these craters stands as an ancient record, etched in the fabric of the moon. They whisper tales of cataclysmic impacts that have shaped not only the surface, but also the very history of our Earth. Imagine looking down into these deep hollows, where shadows linger, casting a scene reminiscent of a cold desert night, untouched, timeless. You can almost hear the echoes of cosmic events, each crater a silent witness to the ballet of celestial bodies. Now, as we ascend to the highlands, there's a distinct shift in perspective. These lofty ridges catch sunlight like silver snow, glimmering with an ethereal glow. The contrast between the low plains and the highlands is stark yet harmonious. Here, the beauty of the moon reveals itself in shimmering rays that dance across rugged terrain. With each step, the brilliance of the sunlight reminds us of the life that thrives on Earth, so vibrant and full of noise, so different from this quiet realm. And in that stillness, the absence of wind and weather creates a surreal atmosphere. It feels as though time has stood still, preserving every contour, every footprint. Imagine leaving your mark on this desolate world. A footprint could last for millions of years, a testament to your brief presence in a realm where everything else seems fleeting. Here, human activity and terrestrial chaos feel worlds away, replaced by an inviting emptiness that calms your mind. Yet, it's not just about the physical landscape, it's about the emotional connection that it evokes. Standing on the moon, you're not just an observer. You become part of the lunar story, a participant in a moment that feels both humbling and monumental. The vastness around you mirrors the infinite possibilities of exploration. Each crater you pass, each ray of sunlight you feel, resonates with the dreams of those who gazed up at the night sky long before you took your first step. This surface, harsh yet hauntingly beautiful, speaks to our quest for understanding, for connection, for exploration. It captures the human spirit's essence, the curiosity that compels us to go beyond the familiar, to tread upon paths lesser known. As we wander this stunning landscape, engulfed in silence, we can't help but reflect on our place in the cosmos, the legacy that we leave behind, and the stories still waiting to be penned on this celestial canvas. With every slow step, every moment spent contemplating the stark beauty of the moon, we learn that silence often speaks the loudest. It's in that stillness we find not emptiness, but filled with potential, a treasure trove of history waiting for the next chapter to unfold, an invitation to those restless explorers who dare to dream and reach for the stars. The phenomenon of eclipses is truly one of nature's grand spectacles, where the Earth, moon, and sun perform a celestial choreography that feels both mystical and profoundly mathematical. Imagine a serene night, perhaps in your own backyard, as you gaze up at a vast expanse of stars, and the moon graces the sky, bright, full, luminous. Yet, every so often, something remarkable occurs. A slow, deliberate alignment takes place. To set the stage, picture this. The Earth, a solid and sturdy sphere, establishes a consistent orbit around the Sun. Meanwhile, our moon dances in a constant gravitational embrace with Earth. The two revolve in a predictable rhythm, like clockwork. When conditions are just right, everything aligns. The sun casts its radiant light onto the moon, while simultaneously, the Earth occupies the space in between. The result? A breathtaking eclipse. When the moon slips into the Earth's shadow, the transformation unfolds like a well-rehearsed ballet. As the Earth covers the face of the sun, the moon gently dims and gradually morphs into a haunting shade of red, creating what we call a blood moon. This interplay is both calming and awe-inspiring, as if the entire cosmos pauses for a breath. You can almost feel the anticipation in the atmosphere. A collective hush descends over those who are fortunate enough to witness it. As the darkness deepens, onlookers often share a unique experience of unity, a feeling that transcends time and place. It's more than just an astronomical event. It's a shared moment. Imagine people gathered on rooftops, in parks, or standing alone on a hill, eyes drawn skyward, united by the same celestial spectacle. The whispers of wonder ripple through the crowd as they witness this cosmic alignment. It's a reminder of our interconnectedness with the universe. This predictable choreography evokes a sense of calm. We live in a world full of uncertainty, where chaos often reigns. Yet, when an eclipse occurs, the universe behaves with mathematical precision. We can chart these events, even years in advance, with remarkable accuracy. It's incredible to think that thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations understood the patterns of the sky. They built temples and created calendars, meticulously marking these celestial events, celebrating the predictability of what seemed so otherworldly. And as we stand beneath the darkened sky, we can't help but feel small, yet grand at the same time. Each eclipse is a reminder that despite our day-to-day struggles and the noise of life, there's a universe beyond our immediate focus. A universe that operates on principles we can chart, calculate, and appreciate. But there's more to this dance than meets the eye. If we step back and look at the mechanics of an eclipse, the finest of details emerge. The Earth's shadow consists of three parts: the umbra, penumbra, and antumbra. In total darkness, you feel the intensity of the moment. Time seems to stand still as the light dwindles and colors shift. Views of the night sky transform dramatically as constellations become more visible against the deepening dark. Many might wonder about those covering their eyes from the brighter beam of the sun, as the moon seems to eat it away. But as the light wanes, filters of darkness fall into play, creating a tantalizing anticipation of even more beauty to unfold. In these moments, with hearts racing and breath held, we experience what is a beautifully orchestrated program of light and shadow, a performance that never gets old, repeating over centuries yet leaving us spellbound anew each time. Whether you're standing with friends or alone, looking through a telescope or merely lifting your eyes to the heavens, the moment invites introspection. What does it mean to witness something so grand? The eclipse serves as a gentle reminder of our place in this vast universe, a connecting thread that links one generation to the next, each of us fleetingly experiencing the same wonder our ancestors marveled at. As shadows flicker across the landscape, life resumes in its normal pace, yet we carry that quiet energy forward with us. The moon, illuminated after the shadow recedes, begins to brighten once more. With that process comes relief, joy, and a sense of intimacy with the cosmos. As night melts into day, we know this experience is not simply an event on a calendar. It's a realization, a reconnection to the eternal dance of our universe that we're all a part of. In contemplating the next eclipse, consider those moments when light wanes into dark and then bursts forth into luminous beauty once again. This endless cycle reminds us that patience is worth it. Just like life itself, we can find beauty in the waiting. So, the next time you find yourself gazing up at the night sky, remember, it's not just a celestial occurrence. It's a poignant reminder of our shared journey through this cosmos, lovingly choreographed by the rhythms of nature as we look on with hearts wide open. More than just an event, it's a beautiful celebration of existence. The moon has always fascinated us, serving as humanity's closest celestial neighbor. But it's in the shadowy depths of its polar craters where science has stumbled upon a profound discovery that changes everything we thought we knew about our lunar companion. Let's dive into the icy frontier of the moon and uncover its hidden treasures. In the lunar South Pole, for instance, lies a collection of craters so deep and so secluded they are essentially untouched by sunlight. Here, darkness reigns supreme. The walls of these craters soar high, casting long, eternal shadows where temperatures plummet to unimaginable lows, often down to minus 250 degrees Fahrenheit. In these frigid realms, the air is so still that it almost holds its breath, harboring secrets older than time itself. You might wonder what treasures these shadowy depths can hold, and the answer is more surprising than you might think. Frozen water. Yes, you heard it right. In these dark alcoves, remnants of ice, locked away for billions of years, have been found. This water stands as a silent testament to a time when our solar system was in its infancy, and life flickered into existence elsewhere. To think that such a vital essence of life lies ensconced in a place so desolate is truly astonishing. Beyond simple fascination, the implications of these findings are enormous for scientists and dreamers alike. Imagine what it means for future lunar exploration or even human settlement. This frozen water could be a lifeline for astronauts venturing into the cold expanse of space. It could be harvested for drinking, converted into oxygen for breathing, or even processed into hydrogen for fuel. Yet the most compelling aspect of this discovery is how it emphasizes a fundamental truth about our universe. Even in the most silent and seemingly inhospitable places, there is hope, a hint of something essential to life, waiting to be discovered. In these eternal shadows, we find the heartbeat of potential. The moon's polar craters serve as a reminder of resilience. They quietly hold on to their secrets like an old friend who carries a lifetime of stories waiting to be shared. So as we gaze up into the night sky, we're prompted to wonder what else might be lurking in the corners of our universe, what other unexpected life-giving elements are hidden in cold and silent places. And while these findings may seem to echo from a world far removed from our own, they directly connect to our quest for understanding and expansion. They remind us that exploration doesn't just yield scientific knowledge, it ignites our imagination and shapes our destiny. Who knows? The ice we've discovered might one day serve as a foundation for not just lunar bases, but, if we dare to dream even bigger, reports for journeys farther afield to Mars or beyond. This exploration into the moon's dark, cold craters underscores the complexity and the connectivity of our universe. Water, the universal solvent and the cradle of life, makes a cheerful guest appearance in the most unlikely of places. It straddles the line between silence and sound, darkness and light, encouraging us with the hope that life, in its many forms, is not a singular occurrence, but a persistent force. As we peel back the layers of mystery surrounding our lunar neighbor, we can't help but feel a sense of unity with the cosmos. Each revelation about the moon alters our perspective. It asks us to reconsider our place in the universe, and it tantalizes us with the endless possibilities before us. So as we continue to pursue these discoveries, let's hold on to that light in the shadows. Let it fuel our curiosity, spark our dreams, and remind us that even in the most remote corners of reality, the whispers of possibility abound. As we turn our attention back to the lunar surface, it's hard not to feel a profound sense of connection to the past. The late 1960s and 70s, a time when humanity first reached out to touch something that was once merely a distant dream. In the pursuit of curiosity, we became explorers in an alien world, and in our brief encounters, we left gentle tokens of our presence. Footprints pressed into the dusty regolith, flags that continue to stand resolute against the void, and equipment that continues to glisten like jewels under the intense light of the sun. Let's take a moment to imagine those first pioneers stepping onto the moon. With careful movements, they left behind their imprints, each slide of their boots a lasting echo of their journey. These footprints tell a story of bravery, of curiosity, of humanity's ceaseless quest to explore the unknown. Each step taken on that barren surface wasn't just about exploration. It was a testament to our potential, our unity in the pursuit of knowledge, resonating with the dreams of generations who looked up at the night sky and wondered what lay beyond. Picture those flags, too, planted in the lunar regolith, silent sentinels that don't billow amidst the cosmic winds, yet they proudly proclaim our presence. Each flag, though stationary in the stillness of space, flutters in the minds of countless dreamers. They are markers of achievement and reminders of the delicate dance humans share with the universe. Their stark colors stand out against the gray expanses, a vivid contrast to the nearly monochromatic surface. They represent not just national pride, but the collective imagination and hope of humanity reaching towards something greater than itself. Consider the equipment left behind: scientific instruments, rovers, and even the iconic lunar module, remnants of a journey etched into the fabric of time. They shine brightly under the relentless sun, reflecting our ambition, curiosity, and desire to learn. The tools we left were meant to gather insights about this ancient landscape, but instead, in a sense, we became part of the moon's narrative. Each piece of equipment is like a quiet storyteller, patiently waiting for future generations to decode its purpose, to understand what was once a remarkable leap into the cosmos. And yet, within this triumphant spirit lies an equally poignant thought. Despite our many achievements, we left the moon undisturbed. In our footprints and possessions, we did not seek to conquer. Instead, we embraced the humility of recognizing the moon as a sacred remnant of ancient history, a monument that existed long before our first visit. The lunar surface has withstood the test of time, cradling billion-year-old secrets that are now layered beneath our very footprints. In essence, these footfalls serve as a gentle reminder of humanity's transient but significant presence in the universe. They connect us to a moment in time, a brief interaction with an environment that most of us will never personally experience. Imagine looking down at the lunar surface and realizing you are standing where few have been. That realization carries immense weight. It beckons us to reflect on our place in the grand tapestry of history, not merely as inhabitants of Earth, but as part of a much larger cosmic narrative. As we step back and consider these remnants of our curiosity, it's impossible not to feel a sense of responsibility. Maybe it's more than just curiosity that drove us to the moon. Perhaps there exists a yearning for connection and understanding that is intrinsic to our nature. And through our exploration, although we have left our mark, there's also a profound respect for what it means to explore with intention. The echoes of our footsteps on the moon linger not just in the weight of the dust, but in the hearts of dreamers who dare to gaze at the stars from their own backyards. They resonate with a profound sense of possibility, that one day we may venture deeper into this cosmos, perhaps leaving behind not just footprints, but a legacy defined by exploration, stewardship, and a commitment to understanding the universe that nurtures us. Each visit, each exploration beckons more questions, more curiosity, and more shared aspirations as we look ahead to what lies beyond. The moon's gravity exerts a subtle yet profound influence on our planet, most visibly witnessed in the rhythmic dance of the tides. Each day, the oceans rise and fall, a perpetual ebb and flow that shapes our coasts and nourishes marine life. This fascinating relationship is far from accidental. It's a testament to the gentle power of the moon, a celestial body that has not only watched over Earth for billions of years, but has played a key role in shaping its very fabric. Picture the waves lapping against the shore, drawing back and forth in a steady rhythm that feels almost musical. The tides move in sync with the lunar cycle, with high tides reaching their peak as the moon is full. Low tides then recede, momentarily unveiling the seabed, exposing life forms that thrive in this cyclical dance. It's a perfect example of how closely our planet interacts with its moon, a cosmic connection that has helped foster the conditions for life to flourish. As life first emerged on Earth, it did so in the oceans. Ancient organisms, some as small as single-celled bacteria, began to evolve under the moon's gentle pull. The fluctuations in water levels offered varying environments, allowing diverse life forms to adapt and thrive. Intertidal zones, the areas between high and low tide, became bustling hubs of activity where life learned to embrace change and cycles. This interplay, life evolving in the rhythm of tidal waters, was crucial. The oceans needed to be in constant motion, fetching nutrients and allowing early life to flourish in this delicate balance. But the moon's influence extends beyond just the oceans. This celestial body has a deeper connection to our own human experiences. Think about it. Just as the tides are cyclical, so too are many aspects of our lives. We have our own rhythms and cycles, sleep-wake patterns, the changing seasons of life, the stages of our personal growth. Sometimes it feels like we're in sync with the universe, caught in the ebb and flow of our personal tides. Maybe that's why so many people find comfort in the moon, why we gaze up at it in wonder, reflecting upon our place in this vast cosmos. Human beings have always been attuned to nature, responding to the quiet calls of the tides. Farmers plan their planting and harvesting around lunar phases. Fishermen know that certain species are more plentiful during specific tidal conditions. Even poets and artists draw inspiration from this magnificent orb that lights up the night sky. It's as if the moon nudges our hearts and minds, reminding us of our connection to nature, encouraging us to live in harmony with the world around us. With every cycle of the moon, there comes a time of fullness, a moment of great potential, and then a gradual waning. It's a cycle that doesn't just belong to celestial events, but mirrors our own peaks and valleys. We experience phases of growth, love, loss, and rejuvenation, just as the moon waxes and wanes across the sky. In those moments of high tide, we feel full and accomplished, riding the waves of our achievements. But as we enter our personal low tides, we might feel submerged in uncertainty or loss. And yet, there's a lesson here. Low tides bring about reflection and preparation for the next swell of life, just as the moon pulls back the waters to reveal the treasures hidden beneath. Such powerful metaphors carry weight in our daily lives. In times of uncertainty or introspection, we can remind ourselves that just like the tides, this too shall pass. Calm will return, cycles will continue, and we will emerge, just as life has for billions of years, ready to embrace the next wave. The moon, in its quiet influence, teaches us about patience and resilience. It urges us to understand that change is not a disruption, but a necessary part of the rhythm of life. The next time you observe the water pulling back, remember, it's not just the gravitational pull of a distant object. It's a reminder of our interconnectedness with all forms of life, a celestial encouragement to flow with our own lives' natural cycles. As we navigate through our days, let's take a moment to honor this relationship with the moon. Let her quiet influence remind us that, just as she guides the seas, we too can find direction in our own cycles, balancing strength with vulnerability and hope with introspection. There's beauty in the ebb and flow, and by embracing these rhythms, we can craft a life that ebbs and flows gracefully, perfectly in tune with both the tides and with ourselves. Under the night sky, the moon casts its gentle glow, a familiar presence that has influenced countless aspects of human life throughout history. This celestial body has woven itself into the DNA of human culture, manifesting in stories, traditions, and beloved myths. It's remarkable to reflect on the moon's role not only as a physical entity in our universe, but also as a significant symbol in our collective human consciousness. In nearly every culture, the moon is personified, often as a goddess. For instance, in ancient Greece, Selene rode her silver chariot across the night, illuminating the darkness. The Romans too had a lunar goddess, Luna, who, much like Selene, embodied the ethereal qualities associated with the moon's light. These figures represent more than just a celestial body. They encapsulate the longing for connection, the mystery of night, and the bittersweet nature of love, all powerful themes in human storytelling. But these moon goddesses are not the only representations that persist in our myths. The image of the rabbit on the moon is deeply rooted in Asian folklore, particularly in Chinese culture, where it is believed that the rabbit pounds the elixir of life. This story is celebrated during the Mid-Autumn Festival, a time when families gather to enjoy mooncakes and appreciate the beauty of the full moon. The rabbit's presence serves as a tangible reminder of nature's cycles and the continuity of life, affirming the moon's enduring presence in our daily existence. This fascination with the moon extends far beyond mythology and into the realm of romance. Throughout history, the moon has been a silent witness to love stories, a backdrop for poets and dreamers who find inspiration in its light. The idea of lovers speaking to each other beneath the moon is a trope echoed in countless literary works. In these moments, the moon transforms into a confidant, witnessing secrets, promises, and emotions that words often fail to express. The moon's surface has been an ever-present reality for poets through the ages, who have drawn metaphors for longing, separation, and even reconciliation from its enduring light. The soft silver beams seem to whisper of the shared experiences of lovers apart, a constant light guiding them even in solitude. It's a powerful reminder of how the celestial can intertwine with the ordinary, elevating simple moments into timeless connections. Every culture has attached its own stories to the moon that resonate deeply, speaking to universal themes of love, loss, and the eternal search for meaning. The moon's phases symbolize more than just lunar cycles. They mirror our own journeys through life, from new moons that signify fresh beginnings to waning moons that suggest endings and reflection. The moon offers a lens through which we can examine our growth and transformations. This symbolic familiarity leads us to understand why the moon has captivated humankind from ancient civilizations until today. In a modern context, it continues to inspire artwork, poetry, and music. Every time we gaze upward, we are reminded of all the other eyes that have looked upon it and wondered. For instance, on clear nights, you may find people lying on the grass, sharing stories or simply pondering their lives, united by the shared experience of the moon's glow. The moon is not just a distant rock, it's a part of our heritage, illustrating how connected we are by shared myths. It represents our aspirations, our fears, and our loved ones. The tales of the moon goddess, the rabbit that lives on its surface, and the lovers who find hope and solace in its light remind us of the fabric of life itself, a tapestry of our shared dreams and stories throughout the ages. As we continue to explore these connections, it becomes clear that the moon invites us to look beyond ourselves. It asks us to reflect on the narratives we've formed about love, humanity, and existence, urging each of us to engage with its light in our personal ways. Through this connection, we can recognize that the moon is, perhaps, more than just an astronomical phenomenon. It is a mirror reflecting the depths of our creativity and the universality of the human spirit. By observing the moon in its various representations, we understand that while ages may change, the themes that bind us remain timeless. As we shift our gaze beyond what we've explored, we find ourselves on the brink of a remarkable new era of lunar exploration. The moon, that silvery beacon in our night sky, has tantalized human imagination for generations. And now, missions poised to return us to its surface are not only rekindling our sense of wonder, but also sparking a new chapter of collaboration and discovery. NASA's Artemis program is at the forefront of this renewed lunar interest. The plan to land the first woman and the next man on the moon is more than just a bold statement. It's a testament to humanity's enduring curiosity. This isn't about flags and footprints, it's about inspiring future generations. The Artemis missions will explore the lunar South Pole, a region rich in resources that could potentially support not just astronauts, but entire lunar habitats. Imagine a future where astronauts live and work on the moon, not in a temporary lunar module, but in habitats designed for longevity. These bases will serve as laboratories for scientific research, providing invaluable insights into our closest celestial neighbor. By constructing habitats directly on the moon, scientists aim to learn how to utilize lunar resources, water ice that can be transformed into oxygen, hydrogen for fuel, and various minerals that will aid in sustaining life beyond Earth. What's beautiful about this vision is not only the practicality of it, but the profound storytelling embedded within it. Each mission is a reminder of our innate human quest to reach out. It echoes our history as explorers, as shared storytellers driven by curiosity rather than conquest. Rather than simply mining the moon, we are invited to build, to understand, and to create a sustainable presence. Think of how each lunar mission becomes a thread in the intricate tapestry of human achievement. We are not just sending robotic probes. We are envisioning a time when families might look up through the telescope and know that their loved ones are not just astronauts, but part of a larger human journey. The moon, once an abstract dream, becomes a destination, a community, where cultures can connect through science. As we look forward, new space agencies from around the globe are joining this mission. International partnerships, countries collaborating as one, highlight an important shift. The moon is no longer owned by a single nation. Its explorations reflect the collective achievements of humanity. When we succeed together, the moon becomes a shared milestone, a symbol of our potential to unite through curiosity, a hope for unity stronger than distance. In connecting these global efforts, we will explore strategies to protect the moon from our ever-expanding human footprint. Space exploration history has taught us valuable lessons about the importance of sustainability. Now, more than ever, is the time to ensure that our lunar ambitions align with the respect for this celestial body, reminding us that we are just guests in this vast universe. This gentle exploration isn't just scientific, it is about rekindling our sense of awe. The moon, with its craters and mysteries, offers not just a canvas for our ambitions, but an invitation to experience wonder. Each crater holds secrets, each rock a story of the cosmos waiting to be uncovered by those who dare to reach out. Even as we plan for habitats and dwellings, each step we take is intrinsically woven with a soft reverence. Scientists, engineers, and explorers are dreamers at heart, inspired by the same stars that spark excitement as children. As they labor to build the future on that ancient terrain, they carry a mantle of shared human experience, one that reflects hope intertwined with humility, continuously reaching out across time and space to touch the boundaries of what we may become. In this way, looking forward becomes an affirmation of what we have always known. Our existence is meant to be one of discovery, one that thrives on the spirit of inquiry. The moon is not merely a destination, but a new beginning, a stepping stone into the wider cosmos that lies beyond. So, as we prepare to venture back, let's embrace this opportunity to foster a relationship with our lunar neighbor that is built on curiosity, respect, and the shared dreams of all humankind. In doing so, we strengthen our connection not only with the moon, but with each other, as we embark on this tiny yet monumental journey towards the stars. As the soft glow of the moon casts its silver light through your window, it's time for us to say goodnight. The day may have been full of hustle and bustle, Yet here, in this quiet moment, it is a safe space to pause, to breathe, and to let go. Close your eyes and feel the gentle embrace of the evening wrap around you like a warm blanket. Each star twinkling in the vast sky is a reminder of the timeless connection we share, not just with the universe but with each other. In that endless expanse, there's a dance of cosmic rhythms, celestial bodies moving in their own serene orbits, unhurried, just like the march of time that brings us to this very moment. As you settle into comfort, allow your thoughts to drift, carried softly on the breeze of night. The worries of today can fade into the background, just like shadows retreating before the dawn. Remember, you're a part of this magnificent tapestry. The same moon that watches over you has been casting its light on countless dreamers before you and will continue to do so long after. So, as you surrender to slumber, know that each breath is a tiny echo of that cosmic pulse, a reminder that you belong. You are small, yes, but also an integral thread woven into this magnificent fabric of existence. Just like the stars above, your dreams are part of a legacy that stretches beyond the horizon of time, echoing with whispers of the ages. Dream sweetly, knowing you're connected to something ancient and profound as the moon continues its steady journey across the night sky. Rest well, dear dreamer. Tomorrow brings a new day, but for now, let the night be your companion, calming your spirit and nurturing your soul. Good night.